Hello students, in your today's lecture, I will be starting the first chapter of your transportation engineering, which you have it in your fifth semester. And the first chapter is all about highways, which carries for 20 marks. Okay, so since this is the subject name of this is transport, it is transportation engineering. Firstly, you should be knowing the meaning of what is transportation. Okay, now coming here, as I've written here, that is transportation is nothing but it is a field of national and international activities. Okay, that is, in short, I can say if you want to travel from one place to another or maybe from one city to another, you require some transport or some vehicles, right? Like for example, you have already traveled through your buses, maybe your trains, you have traveled through your scooties, your own vehicle you have traveled, isn't it? But when you are traveling with these vehicles, you need some proper routes, right? Some proper roads. These roads will allow you to move in a smooth way, right? You will not have any difficulty if you want to reach a certain place, right? So if a proper road services are being given to you, it will become an easy platform to you to move. So in short, this transportation is nothing but it will allow you national as well as international activities. So nationally in the sense within your India itself, and internationally is with different countries. Okay, so like for example, I can say if you want to travel from one state to another state, maybe you want to travel from Maharashtra to Karnataka. So what do you require? You require certain bus facilities or maybe you require the train facilities. So these buses, or maybe if you're traveling through trains, you require some platform. As for railways, you have the railway platform, and if you want to travel through the buses, you have the road services provided, right? So in short, transportation is nothing but it will allow you to move. It will allow you to roam from one place to another. Okay, now what exactly is this importance of your transport? Now let me tell you in short what this transport will provide you or what exactly is the importance of this. That is, अगर आपके पास transport नहीं है, if you do not have your vehicles or maybe if you do not have certain road platforms for you, then what happens? It is very difficulty for you to move from a certain place. Like for example, in your olden days, you have already seen some people have faced difficulties to move their vehicles. They have used the olden carts, right? So they used to feel difficulty because the roads used to be kacha roads before. Right. So in such places, you feel that in rainy season, your road is completely filled with mud. The mud becomes sticky. You have some waterlogged areas over there on the roads itself. Some stones will be there. So even at the night time, you feel a lot of difficulty will be created when you're traveling through your kacha roads. So after seeing all these difficulties, they have invented some road systems now, well furnished road systems. Now you can see wherever you go out of your home, maybe if you when you just step out of your home, you have completely your concrete roads, or maybe you have your I can say flexible roads you have, which is made up of your gravel. So different types of roads you might have seen now, but like these roads are giving you a proper system for traveling in a smooth way. That is, it will give you a good riding surfaces, right? So agar transport nahi hai, as you can understand कि travel करना is very difficult from one place to another. You feel very discomfort in your kacha roads. So in short, I can say the importance of transport is, if you want to have a smooth riding surface, if you want to improve the economy, if you want to improve social as well as commercial development in the country, that is आपके own country में अगर आपको economy wise, social wise as well as commercial, that is if you want to improve the commercial, that is profit, अगर आपको बढ़ाना है आपके own country में, transport will help you to this. If it also improves the employment opportunities, that is if you want to work somewhere, if you want to go for job somewhere further and you want to work in a certain country, or maybe you want to work in this your own state or maybe another state, you require certain facilities, that is transport is very important for you, wherein that transport will help you to reach your destination of the job location there, right? So by this transport system, you are also improving the employment opportunities. Employment is nothing but what? that is the people who are getting educated now are having a job later after their completion of the education, right? But if you want to go for your jobs at that location, a transport is a must here. So this is the next point which is important in your transportation. Then it also improves contact between the two countries. That is, if transport is not there, what will happen then? You will not interact with अदर कंट्रीज. अगर आपके पास ट्रैवलिंग सिस्टम ही नहीं है तो आपको ये नहीं पता रहेगा कि डिफरेंट कंट्री में व्हाट इज गोइंग ऑन, व्हाट इज देयर ट्रेडिशन, राइट, everything, maybe their import and export business, whatever it is. अगर transport ही नहीं है, then you'll be not able to understand, you'll be not able to improve in your own country itself. So in short, the transportation will also help you to have a contact between the two countries. Okay, next, it also improves the import and export business of the country. That is, I can say, as India is very famous for the spices, right? So whatever spices are being prepared in your India, it is being exported to the other countries. So हमारे जो spices, India में जो spices बन रहे हैं, that is being sold to the other countries. But this can only happen if there is a proper transport system. By using the transport system, you can have the import and export business with different states, different countries. All these things can improve. Okay, it also improves the standards of the country. Whenever you're traveling through different countries, you try to see what exactly is the tradition of this country, what is the tradition of the next country. So you start analyzing, you start seeing what is the difference, how exactly is the living standards of them. After seeing this, you even try to apply these standards in your country, right? So people can travel through other countries and they can start seeing the standards, that is, living standards of the country also will start improving. It also helps in defense activities. That is, as you can see, the defense people, right, the military people or maybe the air force people, they also require certain vehicles, and it is important for them also to have a proper transport system wherein they can reach their location, right, for providing safety to your own country. So in defense area also, this transportation will prove to be very important. It also serves as feeders for railways, airways, and waterways. Now, since this is your first topic, which is all related to your highways, so your highways are nothing but it is your roads itself. So if you have roads, then only you can reach your railways, your airports, as well as your waterways. That is, अगर आपको एक रेलवे स्टेशन जाना है तो रेलवे स्टेशन जाने के लिए what do? You either use an auto rickshaw or you either use your own vehicle, right, to reach the railway stations. But to reach the railway station, you require a proper highways. That is, you require a proper road system. Okay, so this is what it says, that the importance of transportation is widely very important for economy, social, as well as all the development of the country. Okay, if there is a transport system, then only you can improve the economy of the society or of the country, right? I hope you have understood what exactly is the transportation and its importance. Now coming down to the next subtitle is nothing but different modes of transport. Now, mode is nothing but different ways of transportation, right? Now, you have already seen your roads, right? In your day-to-day life, it provides you 24 hours road services, right? Now, this is the first way of transport system. Then, secondly, you have another transport system, which is your airways. Next, you have your railways, waterways, as well as seaways. Now, in short, I can say there are 4 important ways of transport. That is your roadway, your railways, your waterways, and your airports, right? Now, coming down to the first one is your road transport. Now, let us discuss what exactly is this road transport. Now, the roads have flexibility in case of direction, place, and route, right? It delivers the goods from door to door. That is, roads have a complete flexibility. These are completely flexible In case of whatever it is, अगर आपको direction चाहिए, if you want to go to a certain place and if you want to reach a certain route, road transport is a best way, right? That is, I can say, if you want to reach in a short time, you can use your own vehicle, or maybe nowadays you are also using your GPS in your own mobile handphones. That is, if you on your GPS, if you want to search some locations also, it will show you the kilometers, and how many kilometers or maybe in how many hours you can reach this particular place, right? So through the GPS system, it is very easy to get the directions, right? You can spot the place, whatever place it is, you can exactly spot where it is, and by the road system you can directly reach the spot. Okay, so these roads are completely flexible, anyone can use it and at any time. Okay, and this will give you door to door service. So let me just tell you what it means. Now, whenever you are just traveling, maybe you want to go to your friend's home, right? So, or maybe you want to deliver something. Like I can say, if you want to have something, or maybe you're just ordering something from certain hotels, what do those people do? They will give you door to door service. That is, they will step at your home. Whatever you have ordered, you will get directly in your, you will receive it in your home itself. But that is only possible if you have a road transport system. Okay, now maybe if you want to go to your railway station, so railway will not come directly outside your home, right? It is located at some distance far away from your buildings, right? It is not very near to your homes. Okay, so to reach the railways, or maybe to reach the airport, you have to travel through a certain distance. So your railway will not give you door to door service, as well as your airports will not give you door to door service. But in your road system, these will deliver the goods from your door to door. Whatever you want to order it, you can do it in your door to door platform. Okay, so this complete is an independent system, and all your airways, your railways, your waterways are dependent on road itself for communication, and it serves as a feeder. So in short, this road transport is like a feeder system. That is, all the railways, airways and waterways are all dependent on your roads itself. Okay, so this is like a door to door system. Clear? Now coming down to the second mode of transport here is nothing but your air transport. Now, some people might have already traveled through your airplanes, right? Now, you might have seen that these airplanes are the fastest modes of transport. So, and it provides you comfort as well as it saves time. That is, your air transport, as you might have seen, if you want to reach to a certain country, or if you want to reach to a certain state, this airplanes, within a short period of time, it will allow you to reach that spot or a certain country in a short period, as well as with more comfort. Okay, but the disadvantage of this air transport is that it has high operational cost, and coordination of air services very limited. That is, whatever the airplanes you require, it costs heavy. Then wherever the airports are being located, it is completely away from the buildings, so that whatever noise is being generated, that shouldn't disturb the residential buildings or maybe the publics over there. So it is completely located a little bit away from your public areas, and more space is required for construction of these airports, as well as whatever maintenance and operation cost is there of this airplanes is little costlier. Okay, so this air transport proves to be little uneconomical, but only the advantage of air transport is it will allow you to reach a certain place at a faster movement, as well as it will save the time. Okay, next, your next transport system is your rail transport. That is nothing but your railway transport. Now coming down to this, railways are good means of transport for men, material and information. It carries a large volume of goods for longer distances and provides safety as well as comfort. That is, now you might have already traveled through your railways, right? You have already seen the vehicle of your rail transport. That is, it is a very long vehicle, huge vehicle, wherein it can carry n number of passengers. Many number of passengers can sit in one complete vehicle. That is, in a certain own vehicle, many number of passengers can be fitted, as well as people can carry the materials, whatever heavy information things are there. These all things can be fitted in your one rail transport, right? So advantage of this rail transport is it is cheaper. That is, if you have already taken the tickets, like if you want to move from one state to another,